How do you start that psychology of how do I put myself in the customer's shoes so that I can figure out the best way to represent my client in front of the customers that he wants to see? So how do you jump into that?
Yeah, it's a great question. It is one that's fundamental to our industry, how we work, not only on an internal project, but one that we might be working with a client on. It really, for me, it comes down to the exact same thing that unfortunately this webinar, platform doesn't work as well with as it does face to face, which is I ask questions. I ask questions about what that business owner truly does in their industry, what they do in their business, in their job, what they do day to day, about the position in their industry that they want to uphold or promote. Do they want to be known as the best priced locksmith, or the fastest locksmith, or the locksmith that can get into any lock on the planet? Those are different positioning elements that come into play for keywords that you want to go after. On your own projects, it's going to work the same way. For people that I'm talking to that I get a chance to talk to personally that are thinking about OMG, or they're thinking about coming on board as a client for Search Explosion, my agency, I get to ask them those questions. And it really comes down to what they want to do. That's what's so powerful about the search engines, and especially Google right now, is that everybody is going there. Everybody is going there to get their question answered. And there are going to be people that want to go to Google and find the fastest locksmith on the planet because they've got 3 kids that are in the cold and they can't get in their house. There are also people who are like, I don't got any extra money, but I got time, and I can sit on my rocking chair on the front porch here and wait for the guy to arrive. They probably want the best price locksmith. There are also people who are like, you know what, I just spent $10,000 on the safe, and I forgot the combination, or I lost the key, and I don't think many people are going to be able to get into it, so I need to find truly a locksmith that can work on exceptionally challenging locks, or whatever. You're kind of getting the drift of hopefully what I'm getting at. It depends on the business. It depends on the business owner. Depends on the person that owns the product, what they want to be known as, how they want to be positioned in that market. Yeah. Can you go rank for all those? Absolutely. But let's start with the stuff that you really want to be known for, or that is low-hanging fruit as far as competition is concerned.
So like an identity, a lot of times referred to as a social footprint.
Right. Yeah. No. And when we start to work ourselves, once we understand where you want to go, then we figure out the path on how to get there. And that path is going to include setting up your website the right way so that your pages actually tell Google what the page is about. If it's best priced, if it's fastest, if it's exceptional, degree of skill at picking locks, or whatever it might be. You get that. You set the website up first, then you figure out what's going to refer to that website. Those are links. Those are traffic that we can manipulate at times. Those are social signals that we can facilitate with content and articles and different triggers from Twitter, from Facebook, from Pinterest, from places like this. Those all come into play for SEO. These are the kinds of things that are really the metrics or the tools that we have available to us as SEOs. But it all comes from, what do you want to be known as? You've got to have some content. You've got to have something on your site or your video, your URL, your page on the internet that says this is what I'm about. And then we just kind of work backward from there.